The use of a good flash can make a world of difference in macro photography, and this one I have here might be one of the best value for money options on the market. It's the Godox V480, and in this video, we're not going to talk about social photography or studio photography. Instead, we'll focus exclusively on this flash's features for macro photography. We'll see what makes this flash so ideal for this photographic discipline, and we're going to head out into the field to test it. My name is Miguel Azorín, and I welcome you once again to Natural Portraits. The Godox V480 is a small and compact flash, as you can see. It has a rechargeable lithium battery of 7.2 volts and 2,200 milliamp hours, which provides an approximate autonomy of 650 shots at full power. Its recycle time is 1.7 seconds at full power, but what's interesting is how much that improves when we lower the intensity. At half power, the recycle time drops to about 0.9 seconds. At a quarter power, it's around 0.6 seconds, and below 1/8 power, recharging is practically instantaneous, under 0.3 seconds. This means the flash can easily keep up with a frame per second, and even more if we work with medium or low power settings. For OM system users, this is especially interesting when applying focus stacking, since the V480 is able to keep up with the camera's shooting speed without delays between shots, maintaining constant and stable lighting. As for the rest of the specifications, it has a guide number of 50, ISO 100, and a focal length of 105 millimeters. This doesn't make it the most powerful flash, but it is one of the most powerful in its range, especially considering how compact it is. It has a tilting head from -7 degrees up to 120 degrees, with rotation up to 330 degrees, and a zoom that goes from 24 to 105 millimeters, either automatic or manual. The size, as you can see, is super compact. If I remove the stand, you can see that it's a very small and lightweight flash. We're talking about 166 by 71 by 49 millimeters. And as for the weight, 282 grams without the battery or 361 grams with the battery included. In other words, it's a lightweight, powerful, and compact flash, ideal for working in portable setups or mounted on extension arms for macro lighting. And why are all these details important in macro photography? In macro photography, we work very close to the subject, with small apertures and an extremely shallow depth of field. That means we need constant, controlled, and repeatable lighting between shots. This is where the V480's numbers make sense. A long battery life that prevents you from having to change the battery in the middle of a session, which, by the way, is something that's really appreciated when you're out in the field. A fast recycle time, especially between 0.6 and 0.9 seconds, which allows you to work very smoothly and in short bursts. And its lightweight and compact size make it easy for us to mount it on a sidearm or on the camera head. In short, it's a flash that perfectly adapts to the workflow we need in macro photography. But now, let's get to the aspects that, for me, make the V480 a particularly interesting flash for macro photography. The first of these is the modeling light, which we can activate right here. It's this light that I have here, which we can also adjust in 10 power levels, and it shines at a color temperature of 5300 Kelvin. By the way, as you can see, the flash has a touch screen through which we can adjust all its settings. This modeling light might seem like a minor detail, but in macro photography, it makes a big difference. It lets you see how the light falls before you shoot, adjust angles, diffusers, and reflectors without having to take a test shot every time. Additionally, it serves as a focusing aid, which is especially useful when working in low light or with small subjects that require manual focus. And for me, it was a real game changer in a discipline like macro photography. It allows us to practice nighttime macro photography, a time of day when many insects or animals completely change their behavior. We can see and focus on what we're going to photograph without needing any accessories other than the flash itself. And maybe a simple diffuser that allows us to achieve softer lighting. As you may have seen in my other videos, I use the AQ diffuser, which in my opinion is the best diffuser on the market and comes with an integrated lighting system. With this modeling light, it wouldn't be necessary to use that integrated lighting system, or we could opt for a simpler and more affordable diffuser. As for power control, the V480 offers a range from 1.1 maximum power down to 1/256 power, which allows for very precise exposure control. In macro photography, this means being able to reduce the flash intensity to the minimum to avoid harsh reflections or overexposure on very close subjects, without compromising light quality. The adjustable zoom and rotating head also allow us to direct the light precisely or bounce it to achieve softer lighting if we're not using a diffuser. In summary, we're talking about a flash that combines great battery life, fast recycling times, lightweight, and above all, an LED modeling light that greatly facilitates macro photography work and opens the door to nighttime macro photography without the need for other accessories. Next, in this video, we're going to see it in action with real examples in the field, how I use it with the diffuser, the lighting it provides for macro scenes, and how its modeling light lets us adjust the scene before shooting. So let's get the gear ready, because now we're heading out into the field to put this small but powerful flash to the test. Well, as you can see, the gear I'm bringing for this session consists of my Sony A6400 camera, a TT Artisan macro lens f2.82x, and here we have the Godox V480, to which I've attached the key diffuser. This diffuser comes with its own built-in lighting system, but in this case, as you can see, I have it disconnected. In fact, I don't even have the battery in it, so we're going to try out the modeling light that comes with this Godox. Just as we would with any standard macro photography diffuser, even one that we made ourselves, I'm going to turn on the modeling light here. There, it's on. And now, we already have the very first macro scene of the session. On this tree, we have some longhorn beetles, which are beetles with very, very long antennae, and here we have one that I'm going to try to photograph. I'm going to set the flash power to 1/16, which will give us a very fast refresh rate. As for the camera settings, a shutter speed of 1/160, ISO sensitivity at 200, and an aperture of f8. Tada pausa. Let's carefully frame the shot, and I have to say that with the modeling light, you can see perfectly through the camera screen. In other words, I can frame perfectly even at night, which I truly think is one of the biggest advantages of this particular flash system. And just look at the refresh speed we have. In fact, if I activate burst mode, spectacular, simply spectacular how this flash fires. Let's move on to another macro scene. Here we have a crane fly. Crane flies are insects with very beautiful eyes. Iridescent eyes that shine in various colors, in different shades. It's perched here on one of the leaves of this pine tree, so let's turn on the modeling light. As you've seen, the flash has gone into hibernation mode to save battery, but simply by touching the screen, we can activate it again. So right now, I'm working with the modeling light at maximum, so I can see what the camera sees through the screen. In this case, I have the flash power set to 1/16, but I'm going to lower it to 1/8 power, and I'm still using an aperture of f8, ISO 200, and a shutter speed of 1/160th. Notice that the position I have to be in is a bit uncomfortable for handheld shooting. At the moment, I'm working at about 1:1 magnification and shooting in burst mode, because that's the easiest way to get at least one photo in focus. So let's move on to the third and final macro scene of this session, which involves some little creatures that are a bit dangerous to handle. These are pine processionary caterpillars, a species that's quite harmful to pine trees because they actually dry them out and destroy them, but they're still interesting subjects when it comes to photographing these animals. You have to handle them with some care because they're extremely urticating. And they can also be very dangerous for dogs. I'm here with my dog, but I'll see if by handling them carefully, we can get some good shots. Well, in conclusion, what can I say about this Godox V480 flash? I think it's one of the best value for money options on the market, especially when it comes to macro photography. Even though it's not a flash specifically designed for macro photography, we can see that the built-in modeling light gives us a lot of flexibility when it comes to perfectly framing our macro scenes, both during the day and at night, using any diffuser. And considering its very competitive price, from my point of view, I think it's an excellent alternative for those who are thinking about getting into the world of macro photography, or for those who are already into macro photography but want to broaden their horizons with a flash that also allows them to practice macro photography at night. A whole world to discover. I hope this information has helped you, that you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next week with what we love most, photography and nature here at Natural Portraits. Goodbye.